Tom, so what more do we know about this decision by MSCI?
Well, MSCI is saying that they've heard feedback from more than 100 of their clients, US clients and non-US clients as well, market participants, institutional investors, who've said that they are very concerned about having exposure to these companies, to these securities that, as you say, were included in this executive order signed off by Trump in November against companies and banning the investment in these companies by US investors because of what the US administration says is their links to the Chinese military, the Chinese security services. So it's on the back of that concern from the clients of MSCI. That is why they're deleting these 10 securities from the global investable market indexes that they compile. Now, in terms of which names are on the list, the executive order applies to 31 Chinese companies. The ones that are being deleted from the MSCI Global Investable Market Indexes include the likes of semiconductor maker SMIC, but also Hikvision as well, the surveillance camera maker, also the likes of China Railway Construction and Dawning Info, amongst the 10 that will be deleted. And again, this decision by MSCI follows weeding out of these companies by other index compilers, including FTSE Russell and S&P Dow Jones, that are all looking at their indexes and working out which companies they're going to have to be taking off because, of course, there are concerns amongst investors that they're going to be exposed to this executive order.
And of course, Tom, this is kind of tying into just a broader push by the Trump administration, even in the last weeks of that administration, to decouple from China.
Yeah, the rationale is they don't want US money and US funds going into companies that could pose a security to risk to the United States, either now or in the future. That is the rationale from the US side. Now, it should be emphasized that China has said that it opposes these measures, and they have warned that they could publish their own blacklist of US companies. Companies like SMIC, by the way, the semiconductor maker, say they only produce semiconductors and equipment for commercial use. They say they don't have any military ties. This company, by the way, SMIC, is one of the best bets and had been one of the best bets for China to build out its own indigenous set of semiconductors to become less reliant on the likes of Qualcomm and NVIDIA and Intel, even if that was a few years off. So just for some context, that company, again, saying that it only aims to produce products for commercial use. But yes, you're right. This is part of that further tightening in terms of fund flows into companies that the US sees as a risk.